This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Hello and welcome to Gerald Ford Stadium in Dallas, Texas, the home field of the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. The PA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Rebels will kick it away to get this game going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. The Mustangs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off of a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming.
How they trap him for a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer, also the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Mustangs will bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10. That's a costly mistake by the defense on 4th down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Throws it to the right. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these 2 wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so...
And he breaks loose down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Too much speed for the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. It's a nice game. Move the football up to the 27. The Mustangs looking to run some tempo here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want. When you do, you better...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. The Mustangs come to the line with 1st and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Catch made on the right side. Touchdown, SMU. That's how you finish a play. Here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Hand off to the single back. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. Not much on that play. Brought down short. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
You need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They're going to run it here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Again, makes it 2nd and medium.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense trying to move in the scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the Mustangs will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Ball fielded near the 35. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Contact as he threw it. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
The Rebels are going to cash in here in the red zone. And the running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. He's swarmed by the defense.
Great response by this offense after losing all those yards. Now they got a chance here on 3rd down. You run the football, find a lane, pick up a good chunk. And now they have a chance here on this 3rd and medium.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Mustangs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. They'll run it here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. And as we flip the field to begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nice grab. It's Penn. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. First down here for this offense.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Now they call a run, fighting him off. And the Rebels are on the move here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On the move now. He's got it near the end zone. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. And the Rebels trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Second and goal for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Number 2 in the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass, finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial kick. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
And they'll take over.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
What's the play call here on on second down for this offense. Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. And it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. He's running out of time here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. The Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Not quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
When they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Going to try to use his legs here. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
It's a quick grab. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Mustangs will kick this away to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. He'll throw it now. Grab near the sticks. It's pinned. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. One man at the backfield will get the football. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This offense really clicking. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the Mustangs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quick throw, the catch is made. The Mustangs are looking to keep this drive going.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense picks it up, still moving. They bring him down, but a takeaway and a return. A big play by this defense. And off the fumble recovery, can the offense punch it in? It's 1st and goal. A handoff to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll stop them after a short gain. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, they convert, and you keep working that clock.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Back to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Wood. Finding space at the 20. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So the beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Wood. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Getting set. Here's second down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
The sure hands. It's Wood. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's
Headed for the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. Making people miss. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And now the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff again. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. And the Rebels looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense facing second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. An important third down and goal now. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offense. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Ole Miss 59, SMU 31.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The sophomore, lucky that one did not.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Third down, out of the shotgun. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. And the Mustangs will have first and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. And they get the completion. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Important second down play coming up. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Third down coming up after that running play. Leaning on the run game here. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Wood. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisville Cardinals offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Alexander. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Ole Miss offense will have its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him, but I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fakes the grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now from inside the red zone. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he makes the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The hand to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Alexander. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Takes the handoff. It's Clinton. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. Open space at the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Clinton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Louisville! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Hands it off. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. He'll run it again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Alexander. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Gets it out quickly, and there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. The quick out. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Cardinals want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. He's going to run it. And the ball slipped out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They want to continue this long drive. Ninth play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw, it's Alexander. Got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Dead center perfect. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to fire. Takes a shot. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly up.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 17 over Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Wood. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rebels are rolling down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down will open up the final period. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Wood. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Alexander. Got it in the middle, it's Stoneburner. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And he's knocked down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a draw. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Wood. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Rebels are marching down the field. The give as they work on that clock. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Wood. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proved it. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.
is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. The Rebels will kick this deep to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And they feature a quarterback who had a rough outing last time. He told us he knows what he did wrong, trying to correct that. We'll see how well he can bounce back today.
Chris, I think that's it. I think it's a bounce-back opportunity for him. We know that he's capable of playing much better. More importantly, he knows that he's capable of playing much better. I think you get off to a quick start, regain that confidence, and just start getting back there and start playing football much better.
It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Runs through the defender. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get out to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial, kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
The pocket breaking down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. He gets loose. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Rebels offense makes their way out of the field for their first possession. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see, Kirk, if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the ground. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to
taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Lone coverage here, and the receiver is just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that maybe all season.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The receiver grabs it. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Oh, he makes the catch. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught on a comeback route. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. And on the carry, he's heading left. Running with purpose. It's a spin move to extend the play, pick up a few extra yards.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
They'll give it to the back. Rollers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's pinned. And it works. The 1st down to the 35.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's pinned. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. This quarterback on fire today.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board. Score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. Chris, we got a tie game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. catch made on the left side. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Automatic on the PAT. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Pulls it in. It's Wood.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Penn. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Rebels are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. 2nd down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. On the move now. Looks left and finds his target there. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. The Rebels hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And it's field and returner trying to create good field position here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now. Set up at the 24. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now, they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Quick throw to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Rebels will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Hand off to the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Penn. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. From the the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Wood. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. And the Rebels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. And this one is caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. And the point after cuts it to a 4-point game, 28-24. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the ground game here with running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Penn. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He knocks it through with confidence.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But
looking for a deep completion. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Rebels with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
we finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29. And the Rebels are looking to keep this drive going. And the wideout goes in motion. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He could go. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. It's a keeper running left. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The quarterback takes it in himself.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. 2nd and 10 here. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. What a catch! Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. The misfire on 1st down makes it. And 10 from the 46. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense brings him down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the move now. Catch made on the right side. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Snags the quick throw. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
He escapes the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Grab down the middle. It's Penn. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That one moves the ball to the 16.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Short loss on the play, sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. That ball snagged for a completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keeping it on the ground here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it. That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
With the catch, it's Wood. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it very job of it on this play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. After the incompletion, second and 10. What can they do here to make it third and manageable? Handoff in a single back formation.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Rebels will send the punt team onto the field.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick catch over the middle. They get it down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 8 after the miss. It's good. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The pass is complete to the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And the Rebels keep the football on the move. This is becoming a productive drive. A 1st down at the 47.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Penn. Touchdown, Rebels. That's how you finish a play.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the... today.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends it in and brings him down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense getting set, it's 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looks right for a quick completion. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Wants to throw it. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
The offense has got to do a better job of taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
The sure hands. It's Bishop. And he'll be brought down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Hard over the middle. It's Penn. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the 1st down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers. If I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
1st and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down mark. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. That's his 4th punt already today. And here's the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. Grab near the sticks. It's Bishop. And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Pounding away with the run game. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed with the defense flying to the football.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And we're able to get him down.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
An important third down and goal now. They try to sneak it for the first. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that last touchdown will just about do it. At least we had a little drama there late anyways to keep things interesting.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
The coverage team able to bring him down. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And they quickly spike the football to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. Now the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Graham down the middle. It's pinned. They stop him, but it's a first down, and that should be ball game. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
You better be careful with your backup quarterback. You got to protect him better. They've already lost the starting quarterback. They cannot afford another injury.
Looking to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put them...
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Scooped up in the defense. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 10. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? Looking for a man. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another